To the UK now, and its economy unexpectedly shrank in August after growth the previous month. According to the Office for National Statistics, gross domestic product contracted by 0.3% in August. The ONS says the fall was because of a slowdown in manufacturing and in consumer-facing businesses, with the largest falls in sports, amusement and recreation. Meanwhile, the Bank of England has been forced to confirm that its emergency bond buying scheme will close this Friday. That's what Governor Andrew Bailey said on Tuesday, but then there were reports that the bank was considering extending the programme. So the BOE has now issued a new statement clarifying that it won't go beyond the end of the week. There has been volatility on financial markets in the UK since the government unveiled a mini-budget last month. UK Business Secretary Jacob Rees-Mogg has been defending the government's fiscal policy, insisting that growth must be the priority.
First of all, the ONS recently updated earlier figures in the year to show that the economy had grown rather than shrunk. So figures on the day they're announced of economic growth or otherwise can't be entirely relied on. They're highly subject to change. But if they can be relied on, then clearly it was right of the Chancellor to provide a modest fiscal stimulus to try and ensure that we don't have a shrinking economy.
Well, we can talk now to my colleague Sumit Chaturvedi, WION's business editor, who's joining me live from New Delhi. Sumit, just explain in a little bit more detail why the Bank of England has had to put out that new statement today confirming what it says its position is on its bond buying programme.
Let's start with the two figures I would like to put across here, Ollie. 1/3 of households in UK, they have no meaningful savings. That's one important figure. Second, 30% of mortgage takers are going to reduce expenditure. Here we show how fragile is UK's economy now, and Bank of England, it had to intervene at the right moment with the emergency at the urgent moment with the bond buying program. This time also it's likely to continue further, and the possible recession now UK is staring at, that's what is creating problems. By some parameters, UK is already into recession. The flat growth we saw in June, July, August, well, that's creating troubles for many economies. They are saying that UK economy is already in recession at a time it's facing many challenges. So this particular Bank of England statement, it clearly shows that it will keep on taking all measures that are necessary to keep economy stable or financial stability. That's what they have, the word they have used so far. Clearly, the pound, it plunged a few weeks ago, and from there it was clear how fragile is UK's economy. And going by some parameter, as I said, it's in recession already. Manufacturing is down, mining is down, even health sector expenditure there is already down. And we should keep in mind, we are talking at a time when two important things have happened. Brexit has happened, and second, COVID lockdowns, they also dented UK's economy. So coming at this time, geopolitical tensions are there. So Bank of England will take all necessary steps, and today's statement was in a way supporting that thought only.
OK, Sumit, well, just to clarify, the Bank of England intervened in the first place, partly because of concerns about the UK's pensions industry, and that's why the bond buying programme was initially launched. It was on Tuesday in Washington that the Governor of the Bank of England, Andrew Bailey, said that that sector really had to get it done. And what he meant by that was that they needed, in that part of the industry, to take advantage of the bond buying programme that the bank had already announced to get more liquidity into some of those pension funds with exposure to the UK's gilts. Now, overnight we had further reporting, particularly from the Financial Times, but from other sources as well, that the Bank of England had been signalling to some in the financial services sector that actually this bond buying programme could be extended. And it was that led to the Bank of England putting out its new statement saying that it wanted to clarify. And it said in the updated statement that the Bank of England has been clear from the outset that the targeted purchase of gilts will end on October the 14th. But crucially, at the end of that statement, and this is what Sumit is referring to there, the bank saying beyond the 14th of October, a number of facilities are in place to ease liquidity pressures. So you can see that the bank has been forced into that clarification by overnight reporting, insisting that it will end its bond buying program by the end of this week as planned, but also at the same time making it clear that it has other weapons in its armoury if required.